Hey guys, Bahama Buying Backyard Gardening. As you can see, if you recall from my previous videos, I had a row of collard greens here. As you can see, I have a remaining here. I'm going to uproot those as soon as I figure out what I'm going to put there. I'm also going to remove my spinach. For some strange reason, this spinach is supposed to be a full bloom. I have the slightest idea what's going on with the spinach, so I'm going to not even hurt my head. I'm going to take those up. And I'm going to put celery here. So I'm putting the celery here. I haven't figured what I'm going to put here right now. But I'm showing you guys this today is because I uprooted my collard greens and I have transplanted some kale. I've planted some kale here and they're growing up here. As you can see, they're starting to get on their second leaves. And I have 5 kale plants planted here. One is right here, and one is right here. One is right here. So I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so I'm going to watch those guys grow. I also have some springing up here, so I'm going to see how those are going to do. I also have some experimental papaya seeds from the seed fruit actually here. These are papaya. This is some more kale, and this is actually some strawberries that I've planted from the fruit. I've just let the fruit sit there and rot it away, and I'm going to see how that's going to take off, and hopefully it catches. But right here now, I'll spread a layer of my compost here, and this compost consists of food scraps, various seaweeds, grass clippings, wood chips, newspapers, cardboard boxes. Is all composted down, and this is my black gold that I spread across the top. But right here now, this is another experiment that I'm doing. These are just some old tin plates, and they tend to hold heat very good. So I've planted some cabbage here, and I sowed it directly into the soil, so there's no need to transplant. I am in the Bahamas, and our weather's usually tropical and warm all year round. We can go to the beach on Christmas. We have our rainy seasons. The coldest it gets is about 50 degrees, so that's Fahrenheit. So that's above zero. So it's not really cold here in the Bahamas, so I guess my plants can tolerate it. So right here now, I've planted some cabbage seeds. The day is February 3rd, 2016. I've planted some cabbage seeds here, and I've just placed this hot plate on top of it to see how that goes, and I've put this plastic across it so if it rains, the rain doesn't wash away my seeds, and I can easily come every morning and gently water my seeds to make sure they're moist so they can germinate. And right here, I have some alpine strawberries planted under here, and I'm going to see how those are going to catch. I'm going to plant them in between some old tires and have them around the yard because they're going to grow pretty good from what I've reviewed. They're actually a small variety of strawberries, and I hear they actually taste better than the bigger strawberries, so I'll see how that goes. Now, this is my small alpine strawberries, and the previous container over here, which I showed you, is the big strawberries, and I'm just experimenting with that to see how that's going to grow. And right here, under here, I have my celery. So I'm going to see how my celery is going to grow. My celery is going to grow, and I'm going to transfer my celery from here, and I'm going to actually put my celery here where my spinach is growing. Now, I'm not going to uproot the spinach immediately. I'm going to let the celery grow until it's time to transplant. And if I'm going to till and tend to this spinach, and if it doesn't catch, I'm going to just uproot it, and I'm going to treat the soil again, make sure it has enough nutrients with my organic Bahama Buying Backyard organic fertilizer and mulch and compost. I'm going to see how that grows, and I'm going to put my celery here. On this side is going to be all of my cabbage, and over here is going to be my kale. Now I also have this side that I'm going to uproot, and I don't know if what I'm going to put there yet, but I'm going to leave it. I'm also going to uproot in the middle here. Now you remember, if you remember my videos, you guys been following me, I've had my my cantaloupes growing there, but they actually caught a fungus and died. So I've removed the cantaloupe, and I actually had a lot of collard greens growing. And no, it was my first garden, and I got a little carried away, and so I had transplanted some of the collard greens here, and now I'm going to uproot those because I have more than I can eat. No, I'm going to keep this little patch here, and that's been sustaining me and my family for quite a while now. That's doing good. I've also put a tomato tree here, and to watch how this grows. So it actually has 2 tomato fruits, and it's growing something else right up here. So here goes my tomatoes, and I'm going to put this up. I don't know what I'm going to put here. I'm going to put something there, and I'm going to put something there, so I'll have 2 open extra beds. And right here, this is something else. This is my broccoli. Now my broccoli has been growing quite fine. I've actually saw a broccoli head in one of my previous videos I've recorded where I showed you the broccoli head. But look at this. Look at nature. Look at the beautiful bees, and they're just working. And actually the bees and the wasp comes onto this here and get the nectars from the flower, and they actually don't fight. They get along. So I'm going to try to catch a video, but I'm recording this as I want you guys to know, at least leave me some comments and hints, and let me know if a broccoli should actually flower. I have the slightest idea. So my broccoli is planted over here, and I've also told you about my new bed where I have my red onions that start to sprout, my red onion seeds. So my red onion seeds are starting to sprout, and I'm going to actually let them grow where I can tend them out in another 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'm going to actually plant them along the bed, and this will be just a bed for my red onions. Now I've actually dug this bed here very deep into the ground, because in the future I want to use this bed for carrots. I want to use it for potatoes and other vegetables and that grows underground. So this bed will be utilized for a variety of different vegetables and plants that I'll be putting here. So for right now, my first plants will be the red onions, and once I harvest those, I'm going to put some potatoes down, or carrots. So, and I'll see how they'll grow. And I've actually planted my romaine lettuce here again, and nothing is growing but weed. Nothing is growing there. So I'm going to actually give up on the romaine lettuce, and I'll actually try to find a new pack where I can buy and plant those down. So you guys follow me, and if you have any comments, tips, or anything, please let me know, because like I said, this is my first gardening project, and it's actually doing quite well. I am very pleased with the hard work and effort that I've put down. Oh, let me show you guys this. I've actually put wood chips down on my pepper and tomato bed, and all of these wood chips are actually from pine, because I live in the pine forest back here. As you can see, I have pine, a forest that I can see, and I've got all of the dead fallen trees that have been dead for years and that's rotted and started to go back into the earth. I've took those, I've broken them apart, and I've put it down on top of my compost, and hopefully they grow. Yeah, I know you guys see my tomatoes. Are you guys admiring my tomatoes? Yes, you are, aren't you guys? Let me get you a quick peek. All you had to do was ask. There you go. Lovely, huh? All right, guys. Thank you for watching.